Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:20. It is not raining. It is not snowing. It is not cold. The qualification line is short. We will get started on the budget. I will call this meeting of the Education Subcommittee to order, and we will move forward accordingly. Members of the committee, if you'll join me at 22.3.8, this is the reduction of pre-K classroom size that is a phase-in over 4 years. 22.3.11, this is the same item that you will remember from the amended budget where we are expanding the summer transition program. And then 22.3.12, this is annualizing those positions from the amended. Going over to 24.1.9 and 24.1.10, this is expanding our ag ed programs. 24.3.7, just as you see the description, providing funds for adaptive sports program. This is for equipment like wheelchairs and sports for the blind and power soccer. 24.5.1, this is the House's continued commitment to support communities and schools just as we did in the amended budget. 24.6.8, life sciences industry certification, specifically in rural Georgia and southwest Georgia, in partnership with the RESA there to expand a successful program that has been in our budget for some time. I'll just draw your attention to 24.6.9. This is simply a transfer from another place in the budget, and this is for AP classes and PSAT classes. We felt that it fit better here in this part of the budget. Not to be outdone by the AP folks, the IB folks have lobbied successfully to discuss the state paying for those IB exams, since they're equally recognized by our colleges and universities. So this is just bringing parity to the AP and IB programs. 24.6.11, Chairman Irwin talks all the time about how successful and how valuable it was for him to have a mentor and a mentor program when he was a superintendent. This is bringing professional training for teachers. I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead. Wrote my wrong notes. That's in here. But this is the expansion of our computer science program. Then our mentor program is on 24.11.11. 24.11.12. Y'all, we require an AED to be in all middle school and high school buildings in this state. This simply adds our K-5 buildings to that. And I'm proud to say that with the purchase of 75 AEDs, we will have an AED on all campuses here in the state. Chairman Hawkins passed a bill earlier this year that would mandate that, but that would also have a plan put in place for how to find that AED on those campuses, because having it and not knowing where to find it is a little bit useless as well. And I will point out, Chairman Collins made a note just for all you House members and all you friends of the House that are here. There is an AED in the South ante room. So if something goes wrong, ante room, AED's on the wall right next to where you have your picture made. So there's your fun fact for the day. But also we're providing grants to school systems for CPR training in there as well. Maybe the one line item that I'm most proud of and that this House has led with over the last number of years, 24.12.6, will take our reduced pay students' meals there at school to provide those lunches for them. And if you will go all the way to 24.24.9, this is increased funds for our construction industry certification. This does a couple things. It adds compensation there for the teachers, because as you all know, in the construction industry right now, it's hard to compete with those salaries. It also provides funding for those consumables in case you haven't built anything lately and aren't aware, everything from plywood to iron to steel to nails, the cost is up, so we need a little bit more funding for those consumables. And last but not least, 24.24.10, this is more of our heavy equipment simulators in 10 schools across the state. And that is the end of my budget. So if there are any questions from the committee? Hearing none, what's the will of the committee? We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed, like sign. Thank you. We are adjourned.